Hey guys, Sam from Banter here with a little disclaimer. So we plan for these videos to normally have the actual video from our Google Hangout in the podcast in these little videos that we're putting on our YouTube. This one was a little bit glitchy though, and the video was really stoppy and starty, like to the point where it really wasn't worth putting in. So this week you're going to be stuck with audio only, it's just going to be pictures, but we plan from next week onwards to always have the video from the live stream for you. My laptop just really didn't want to keep up with the video this week, which is a first. But without further ado, enjoy the show. Ben, what did you bring for us this week?
So, being like a podcast where we've mainly talked about things like pop culture, YouTube, and things of the sort, most of the time, I thought we'd take it in a different direction, so a couple of weekends ago, I think it would be now, we actually went caving. Went unguided down into the depths of the earth, looking for fucking balrogs and things of the sort, and during that time, I took a moment, I stood back, and I thought, fuck, nature is pretty amazing. And so I was thinking, I wonder what other things other people find that are just truly spectacular in, like, nature. Things that they truly find just, and they're mesmerized regardless of it. And I think caves became one of them. How, like, just slowly, the water will, like, wash out a certain part of the earth, especially with, like, limestone. And then when it drips, it leaves these just incredible stalagmites and columns and just formations that you wouldn't see anywhere else. It's like an alien planet, basically. And so, like, I was just wondering, what do you guys feel are the best aspects of Earth, be it an elephant, to a cave, to microscopic, like,
Did you just say
insects.
fucking an elephant?
Look, I've never done it personally, Ben, but look.
I've fed one before, but I wasn't feeding
Am I
it
the
back.
friend?
I wouldn't say no if it's consensual. I mean, I'll give everything a go once.
Yeah, man, that good.
But,
Maybe we'll get enough
No.
YouTube views if we do that.
I mean, not for the right reasons. Like, have you seen the videos where the guy gets sat on by an elephant and just, like, totally inhaled by the elephant's butt? It's like, I don't want to end up like that. That sounds like hell. But, no. Apart from getting inhaled by an elephant's butt, though, I do have a favorite part of nature, and that's thunderstorms. I really love thunderstorms, man. Like, when there's the right kind of thunderstorm going on and I can see from my house, I'll sit out the front and just watch it go. Because the electricity is cool, it sounds cool. Usually, like, the temperature is perfect as well. I love a thunderstorm, man.
Oh, yeah. Loved to watch
I
you
don't know.
come, hate to see you
I don't-
leave.
I don't really like thunderstorms. I don't hate them. I guess I'm neutral to them. I'm not like, damn, I love a good thunderstorm.
Yeah,
I
fair
don't
enough.
know. You wouldn't go outside in a thunderstorm, would you?
Well, yeah, I sit out the front of my house, like, outside, yeah.
But not in the rain.
No, like under the porch or, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of lightning and stuff. I guess I'm like, I really hope this shit doesn't zap me. But I like rain. Now that you got me thinking about it, I don't mind sitting outside just watching the rain.
That's very relaxing.
It's like,
very
it's
calming.
relaxing, yeah. Especially if it's like a hot day and it's raining, like a sun shower or something. I love a good sun shower.
Yeah,
That's
what a strange
I
phenomenon.
can-
It's like, get out of here,
yeah.
rain.
yeah. It's because it's warm. You're not uncomfortable standing out in the rain. It's relaxing. It's like refreshing. Sun showers, I can get behind them.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love a good sun shower as well. But Kara's just pointed out a really good one in chat too. She loves a good waterfall.
Ooh,
And,
yeah, waterfalls.
I can get behind the waterfall cause. That's fantastic. I've never viewed one like from towards the top, watching it go down. I've only ever been at the bottom of one, but that's probably the better view anyway. But yeah, can't go wrong with a good old waterfall.
Yeah, no,
or
waterfalls are
even
good.
better, a waterfall with a cave behind it. That's always good too. Love some caves and waterfalls.
So what? The water's flowing out of the cave and then falling.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so like the waterfall's falling in front of the cave if you go through the water.
Oh,
you're in
so
the
it's like a
cave. Yeah.
secret passageway. That's cool. I've never seen one of
secret
those.
tunnel.
That's it.
Yeah.
Entrance to a base. Batman's cave.
Cool.
Noah has just pointed out another good point, though. Thunderstorms aren't that nice when lightning hits the internet cables. And yeah, I've got to agree, buddy. That's made for some very boring Xbox sessions and stuff like that.
Thunderstorms
Can't talk
give,
to my
but boy, do
friends,
they
couldn't
take
do this
away.
podcast. Another thing I love, though, it kind of backs onto the whole rain thing, Dylan, is the smell just before it rains sometimes. Like, I don't know what causes that smell, but especially like rain and dirt, man, that smells good.
You know, a lot of people say that, but I've tried. I can never smell that smell.
Really?
I swear everyone's crazy because people are like, can't you just smell that? I've never been able to smell rain before it comes. And what does it smell like? Like, it doesn't make sense that you should be able to smell that.
doesn't really smell like anything else. It's pretty unique.
So you can, because this is like, people tell me that they can smell it before even the rain. There's no rain falling at this point, so the rain's still up in the clouds. Everything's
or
dry.
It could be like just starting to fall as well. Like, you know how you don't really know it's raining, but then you see that there's a few drops over there and a few drops over there. Like, kind of at that point when it's just starting to rain, that's usually when you can smell it.
Maybe I don't have a great nose. I've never been able to smell
it. Smells like sunshine and rainbows, Dill. Sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine. Rainbows. That's a good one. I love a good rainbow. I love a double rainbow. I love a triple. Have you guys ever seen a double rainbow? I've never.
I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't really know that they existed.
Have you never seen that YouTube guy? It's like double rainbow.
Nope.
That was huge on YouTube like 10 years ago or something. It was one of like the original big videos, like the original viral video, the double rainbow. They made a song about it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that. But man, Ben's been awful quiet. I think it's because Nathan has pointed out in chat, shave your moustache, Ben, you bish. And look, Nathan's right. Your cousin's got you there, mate. You need to shave. I need to take mine off too. We'll probably not take it off. But like, mine's just real seedy. It's just, I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. What else do I love about nature? Like, I love going to the zoo. The zoo. And like seeing some majestic animals that you might not normally see. Like feeding an elephant was an awesome experience up at the Australia Zoo. I did that many years ago now, like up on the Sunshine Coast, where Noah in the chat, where his family lives. I don't know. Like,
what about sunsets?
You stumped me.
Sunsets are good.
Oh, I do like a good sunset because the color of a sunset is my favorite color. Like, people are like, what's your favorite color? I just sometimes say red or orange as a cop out, but it's like that specific sunset color.
I thought you were about to say, when someone asks what's your favorite color, you answer sunset.
Yeah, see, like, you can't
Sam,
just say
I don't
sunset.
know if that's a sunset. Sunset is my favorite color.
You can't just say sunset and then I don't know, just explaining, oh yeah, you know, when there's a sunset, like the color of that's my favorite color. That's just too long, so I just say red or orange.
Wow, I've googled cool natural things, something like that, and there's volcanic lightning. So it looks like lightning has like struck inside a volcano, and that looks sick. I've never seen that before, but it looks really cool. What else? Fire rainbows? I've never seen any of these things.
What the hell's a fire rainbow?
Fire rainbow's cool. I've seen one of those before.
Ben's back. He exists.
On the drive home. I'm so sorry. It got to a point where your roboticness was just blurred into just incomprehensible, just like white noise.
I think Ben's just been secretly watching the cricket. I know he had it turned on there.
I think it might have been the tennis. I think I heard Roger Federer's mentioned earlier. I cannot speak today. Oh my god. But I think I heard his name mentioned earlier, something like that. But oh man, I've been getting into the tennis. You know what?
That's
a good
not
sports match. I don't know if that counts as nature, but boy do I love me some good sports matches. Whether it's a lot of big men running into each other playing rugby, a neat goal from soccer, or some good tennis balls being whacked about. I love me some sport. And Winita has just said in the chat, I love snow. And I like snow too. Snow's pretty good. Doesn't feel good. I've played rugby in the snow once. That was bad.
Ooh.
But yeah, snow's good.
Sam, I love how the two, your favourite examples of things you like about nature are the zoo, where they've essentially taken stuff out of nature and put it in cages, and sports.
That's barbaric.
Hey, I also said I like thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
those.
That's true. But yeah, I don't mind the snow.
Man, yeah, you really smashed that
Snow's
one.
good for like 5 minutes until your fingers and feet and face and everywhere gets cold. Then I don't like it anymore. It's good for that little bit when you're warm and you're like, whoa, yeah, I like the novelty of snow. Because it doesn't snow much in Australia, so I'm like, snow, that's awesome. If I lived in Canada, I think I'd hate snow.
Yeah, well, Jake, who
like
has
our
lived in
friend
Canada,
here.
has just said in the chat, snow is the worst. So
Yeah.
there you go, straight from a Canadian's mouth. When you have to shovel, it is
Canadian.
not. I think you mean shovel. Yeah, there we go. He said shovel.
No, one must shovel it.
I hate shoveling my driveway.
Here's a fun fact. Do you guys know, and I don't know if this is real or not, this is what Lockie told me, and look, very questionable source, but apparently, if you eat snow, and I don't know how this happens, but apparently snow dehydrates you. You'd think if you eat snow...
I believe
yeah,
that's
but you'd
true.
think it's like water. It's like ice. If you ate it, you'd think that's water. You're hydrating yourself, but apparently it makes you thirstier. That's...
I've heard that before, definitely, but
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
no
know
idea the
if it's
science
a-
I
behind
think
that.
someone
I've been
just
like,
gave
"Don't eat
Lockie
snow,
a
get
bag of white
dehydrated."
powder and said, "Yeah, no, it's snow," and gave him a wink, and he's just eating straight cocaine.
Made him really thirsty.
Because I remember Lockie and I went up to the top
Red
of Mount Canobolas one time when it was snowing,
Cups.
and he was eating snow on the way up, and he started just like having a piece, and when he was at the top, he was just like shoveling the snow in because he was getting so thirsty from eating the snow. But it's a weird phenomenon. Like, you'd think snow would hydrate you. I don't know how it works.
Well,
It's just water.
yeah, I don't know. I think Jake just pointed something out that makes sense. He said it uses more energy to defrost it, like your body needs more to melt it. I was like, hey, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Nathan also said he likes dew. When the ground is moist, love it. Thanks, Jesus. You're all right. He certainly is all right, Nathan.
It's kind of like celery. Do you know that celery,
Thanks for the dew.
eating celery, you burn more calories than you actually get from it? So, like, celery is like a weight loss thing. You eat it and you've lost calories.
Celery is a thing of nature I love. The celery with peanut butter. That's not nature either, really. But like, I love it.
You seem like someone who would hate peanut
I hate
butter.
peanut
I'm
butter.
actually like astounded that you
peanut
like
butter.
celery.
And celery.
No, that you like celery.
What, do you think I'm a monster?
Yeah?
Oh,
I mean, I thought that was just self-spoken.
self-spoken.
A monster who wants to watch all the animals in the zoo and not nature, because
Hey,
nature
you know those
exists.
animals in the zoo are put in like pens. That's like their natural habitat. They're they're well taken care of. They
Most
last
of them
longer
are
in the zoo
crying.
than they do in the wild. They're saving the animals. God damn it!
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
no, very true.
It's just like the wild,
Some
but a
parts they
lot
do.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like medical treatment and the proper nutrition and diet, and they
Can we
have
put you in a
friends.
cage and
Some animals,
say
though,
that's
they
like a small
need
one
to
of
put
your
in there.
environment?
Like, I've heard that pandas shouldn't be a thing because they just like really bad at breeding. Like, apparently, like people in zoos, like zookeepers, find it hard to make baby pandas because they just will not breed. So it's like scientists are like, how are these things like? How are their pandas still? Like, they just don't breed.
Turns out pandas are just super, like, really superficial about their partner and stuff. It's like, oh, you got me with him? Ew.
There are no female
they've got the
pandas.
Guess we're going
zookeepers,
extinct.
They're putting on like romantic music and stuff. They put on a nice rom-com. You know, they're doing everything, and the pandas just won't do it. They're like, I'm just
tried
not in the
using
mood.
panda porn. Like they've shown
have.
a video of two pandas banging.
They
and, like doesn't get
actually, Sam. They wanted to do that, but they couldn't get any panda porn because the pandas don't do it in the first place. So they
Doesn't exist.
If you could,
They just
if you
jump
could
out
get
of
panda porn,
holes in the
you'd
ground.
be like a millionaire because no one's done that before.
You'd also be
PandaHub.com.
hunted down.
But I hope that's not a real thing.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, let's not go
Yeah, I'm
looking
not gonna
for it.
try
Let's
that.
just stay happy
That's
knowing
something
that
Pug
it's
should look
probably
into.
not
That's
real.
a Pug video.
Oh, man.
Where can we find it? Source it for us.
Anyway, that's
But also, don't show
yeah.
us.
Please don't keep that one to yourself. But
Ignorance is bliss.
we're starting to approach that hour mark now, so it's probably not a bad point to wrap up the video. But before I do want to point out that there is a new video up on Banter Lab. It is a GTA races one that Ben and I did ourselves. We're going to start plugging some of our videos every now and then. But yeah, so go and check that out if you want. There are some audio sync issues, but that's like unavoidable at this point. For some reason, Ben's camera it doesn't record at a smooth frame rate, or mine doesn't sometimes. It just screws everything up. But
It's just Banter Lab, man.
Banter Lab,
Just
but it's
Banter
still a
Lab.
good
It's
video.
just true spirit.
So check that out if you haven't already. I've been Sam with Dill and Ben for Banter Lab, and until next time, au revoir.
Bye. I said that really weird. Can you just edit my goodbye, just like make it heaps manly? Can you make it Morgan Freeman's voice, please?